Happy birthday to legendary Chicago hip hop artist and songwriter, The Brat. It's your boy X-Man 1991 coming to you back again with another video. This video, we're about to reveal another list from Complex Magazine. Last time we revealed their top 20 shows from Cartoon Network. Then last November, we revealed their top 50 rappers from New York. And now we're about to reveal another list from them that they put out 5 days before my birthday last year that I didn't even know about. And that is the top 30 NBA players of all time. Yes, they put out a list of the 30 best NBA players, whether they have rings or not, 5 days before my birthday, June 12th of last year. I didn't know about this list until last month. I was like, they should have a list of the best NBA players. I know they had a list of the NBA players in honor of the 75th anniversary of the NBA. But I was wondering, they should do like a top 50, top 25, or top 30 best NBA players. And Complex did it. So we're going to take a look at the list. And I will let you know who would be in my top 10 at the end and which NBA players we're missing. Whether I rank these NBA players high, low, or am I okay in the spot that they're in. And also leave a comment down below who would be your number one NBA player. I already know who would be y'all number one. Y'all should know who my number one would be. And cross your fingers that Michael Jordan is number one on this list. Without further ado, let's look at Complex top 30 NBA players list. Okay, everybody, let's go. This is Complex Magazine's top 30 ranked NBA players of all time. And see, it came out last year, 5 days before my birthday, June 12th, 2023. Ranking the best NBA players ever from Michael Jordan to LeBron James to Steph Curry. These are the 30 best basketball players of all time. Wow, look at this picture. MJ, Steph, AI, KG, and LeBron. I definitely like that picture. So let's go. Who's number 30? Allen Iverson. I'm not sure if Allen Iverson should be that low. I'll at least put him a little bit higher. At least in the top 15 or top 20. I'm sure Derek S., since he is from Philly, he'll probably rank Allen Iverson a little bit higher. Allen Iverson definitely brought the culture. He influenced other NBA players to walk around the basketball court with tattoos, braids, dreadlocks, you name it. Iverson definitely brought that culture. He went to the finals once, and he got beat by the Lakers. It's good to see AI on here. He should be higher than 30. 29. Wow. My mom's birthday twin is number 29, Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen should be a little bit higher than 29. Oh, okay, I'm not going to complain then. Scottie, 29. All right. 6-time NBA champion. Let's go to 28. Isaiah Zeke Thomas is number 28. 2-time NBA champion. I'm glad he and Magic Johnson settled their differences during their interview. I definitely like Isaiah Zeke Thomas. All right, I'm not going to complain that he's number 28 then. I'll at least put him in my top 20, like number 19. And I just saw who's above Isaiah Thomas. It's Kawhi. Kawhi Leonard. 2-time NBA champion right here. It's been 10 years since he won his first ring with the Spurs. And then 5 years later, he won his second ring with the Raptors. That's what I like about Kawhi. Kawhi went to the Raptors his first year and won a ring. That's the first time I've ever seen the Raptors win a championship. Kawhi is the man. That's good that he's on here. I'll at least put him a little bit higher too. Let's go to number 26. The Joker, Nikola Jokic, is number 26. Okay, I'm not mad at that. We all know Jokic won his first NBA championship last year when he and the Nuggets beat the Heat, their first championship since 1976. He still got time. So it's good to see that Jokic is on here. Now let's get to the top 25. Giannis is number 25. I'm not mad at that. That's cool. He won his first championship with the Bucks in 2021. The Bucks' first championship since 1971. 50 years. And how you pronounce his last name is Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo is how you pronounce Giannis' last name, or just say his first name. Antetokounmpo is how you pronounce his last name. Okay, I'm not mad that Giannis is 25. 24. D-Wade, I would put D-Wade in my top 15. They put him at 24. 3-time NBA champion. Finals MVP. D-Wade has to be a top 5 or top 3 shooting guard of all time. This man right here, they call him Flash. 13-time All-Star. 7-time All-NBA member. Yeah, you got to put D-Wade on here, but he'll be in my top 15. He'll be my number 14 instead of 24. So far, I haven't got mad with the list yet. Let's go to 23. Moses Malone. Rest in peace to Moses Malone. Can't forget about this guy. 3-time MVP. 1983 Finals MVP. And a 13-time All-Star. 8-time All-NBA selection. One of the best centers of all time is number 23. Rest in peace to Moses Malone. Elgin Baylor is number 22. That sucks he didn't win no ring, but I'm glad that he's on here. '21. I believe it's the Admiral David Robinson. How did I know it was David Robinson? 21. Yeah, he's my number 21 as well. 2-time NBA champion. MVP. 10-time All-Star. Defensive Player of the Year. 4-time First Team All-NBA. David Robinson is the man. I'm glad he won his second and final championship during his farewell tour. David Robinson is the man. He's also one of my favorite centers. That's great that he's number 21. I'm glad he's on the list. Now we get to the top 20. Dr. J, Julius Erving is number 20. Honestly, Dr. J will be in my top 10. He'll be my number 8. Dr. J was everyone's MJ before MJ. This guy right here influenced a lot of people to dunk the ball, man. He helped the Sixers make the finals during his first season in the modern NBA, but he lost to Bill Walton's Trailblazers in 6 games. Dr. J is definitely top 20, easily, but he's in my top 10. I believe he won a dunk contest as well. So it's good to see Dr. J in the right spot where he belongs. Just like my guy Darius DJH88 said, Dr. J is top 20 easily. Let's go to 19. You won't believe who they put in number 19. He should not be on the list, in my opinion. 19, Karl Malone. Karl Malone should not be on this list. Y'all know why I'm saying he should not be on the list? This nigga is another Robert Kelly and Elvis. You know what he did. I don't gotta explain it to y'all. Y'all know what this nigga did behind closed doors, which is why in my list, he's definitely disqualified for being in my list of the best NBA players. He failed to win a ring not once, not twice, but 3 times. He failed to beat Michael Jordan and the Bulls twice, and he failed to beat Ben Wallace, Rasheed, Tayshaun Prince, Chauncey, Rip Hamilton, and the Pistons. I'm sorry, but Karl Malone should be disqualified for being on this list. You know this nigga is a sick bastard, just like Robert Kelly and Elvis. Him, Diddy, Vince McMahon, Dan Schneider, and Brian Peck, they all need to be in jail with Robert Kelly, Mystical, Tory Lanez, Danny Masterson, Tammy Cinch, and SPM. No surprise that he got away with that shit, bro. I'm sorry, Karl Malone should not be on the list, period. And Complex, you kind of lost credibility putting this pedophile on here. This nigga is disqualified for being on my list. And you put him over Dr. J and David Robinson. This nigga should not be on this list, period. Let's go to 18. Mr. Logo himself, Jerry West. Despite of that 1-9 record, he did win a championship. I'm glad you put him over that pedophile Karl Malone. So that's good. Jerry West, I'll accept him being 18. Who's number 17? Dirk is number 17. Dirk Nowitzki, one-time NBA champion, finals MVP. He beat the big 3 of the Miami Heat in 2011. LeBron, D. Wade, and Chris Bosh. I'll at least put Dirk at my number 13. All right, 16. Chuck is number 16. Charles Barkley. Yeah, we all know Chuck didn't win no ring either. He went to the finals against Michael Jordan, and he failed to beat him. So it's good to see that Chuck is on here. Even though he ain't won no ring, I'm glad that he made the list. It's time for the top 15. KG, Kevin Garnett. One-time NBA champion right here. One of the best power forwards of all time. I feel like KG is underappreciated. Definitely. I'm so glad that he made the list, let alone in the top 15. I'm okay with him being in the top 15. Shout out to KG. It's my guy right here. 14. Oh, Hakeem would be my number 11. Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. 2-time Houston Rockets champion. Houston Sports Hall of Famer. This has to be my favorite center right here. He appeared in 12 All-Star games. He is the NBA's all-time leader in blocks with 3,830 blocks. Oh my goodness. Hakeem Hakeem and the Rockets swept the hell out of Shaq and the Magic in the 1995 finals. That's great that Hakeem is in the top 15, but I'll put him a little bit higher, at least number 11. Number 13. The Big O, Oscar Robertson. Not too mad at this. I can't get mad at this. So far, I haven't slapped my knees and huff and puff yet, because this list is actually getting good. I'm actually impressed with this list. So Oscar Robertson, number 13. All right, cool. I can't get mad at that. Number 12 should be in the top 7 or 8, because I find it disrespectful putting him at this number. Number 12, Bill Russell with the hustle. Bill should be top 7, bro. He's number 7 in my list. He got more rings than everybody on his list that's below and above him. 11 rings. 5 MVPs. People be sleeping on this man, and I don't know why. Bill Russell should be top 10. I'm surprised that he's not in the top 10. Rest in peace to Bill Russell. Let's see who's over him. Who's number 11? KD over Bill Russell. KD should be a little bit lower. Not over Bill Russell. Not over Hakeem Olajuwon. Not over Oscar Robertson. I'm actually happy KD made the list, but he should be a little bit lower. I'm still mad at this nigga for being a sellout, joining a team that actually beat him. You can see this picture right here. Which team that he joined after he and the Thunder choked that 3-1 series lead in the 2016 Western Conference Finals. I lost respect for KD since then. Him leaving the Thunder for the Warriors reminds me of Kurt Angle leaving WWE for TNA. But I don't blame Kurt for leaving WWE for TNA. He did what he had to do for his health. He was working hurt in WWE during that first 4-year run. And at least Kurt Angle got more class than KD. And KD is overrated as hell. KD should be lower, not over Bill Russell. 2-time NBA champion. So let's see who's in the top 10. Steph Curry is number 10. I'll move Steph Curry back to the top 15. 4-time NBA champion. If Flight React saw this list, I know he would be mad because they got his boyfriend at number 10. And if you saw my reaction to Flight's top 100 ranked NBA players list, you know he put Steph as his number 1. We all know Flight is a Steph Curry dick rider. He loves sucking Steph Curry's meat. We all know that. Curry is another overrated player. I don't care what y'all say, whether you a fan of this nigga or not. To me, he's overrated. I will move him back to the top 15. Curry is number 10. Who's number 9? Tim Duncan? Yep. Timmy Duncan is number 9. In my list, I put him in number 10. 5-time NBA champion. Flight didn't even know how much rings do Tim Duncan has. He said Tim Duncan only got 1 or 2. Nigga, do your research, bro. Tim Duncan is a 5-time NBA champion. Tim Duncan won 5 rings against the Knicks, the Nets, the Pistons, LeBron and the Cavaliers, and LeBron and the Heat. 5-time NBA champion, one of the best power forwards of all time. He's definitely a top 10 NBA player. Good to see Timmy Duncan in the top 10. 5-time NBA champion, 3-time finals MVP, 2-time regular season MVP, 15-time All-Star, 15-time All NBA, and all defensive team selection. Tim Duncan only stayed with one team in his entire NBA career, and that's the Spurs. Just like Kobe stayed with the Lakers during his 20-year NBA career. Tim Duncan is one of those players that stayed loyal to one team and one team only, and that's the Spurs. I couldn't picture him playing with another team other than the Spurs. That's great. Tim Duncan is a top 10 player. Number 8. Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain. Yes, Wilt is definitely a top 10 NBA player. Averaging 50.4 during the 1961-1962 season. Who will ever score 100 points like him? He's definitely in my top 10 as well. Rest in peace to Wilt Chamberlain. Who is lucky number 7? Larry Legend, Larry Bird, number 7. All right, cool. I can't get mad at that. We all know he has to be talking trash, too. One of the most underrated trash talkers. The best three-point shooter of all time. That's cool. I can't get mad that Larry Legend is number 7. Even though I'll put Bill Russell at number 7. Let me guess. Shaq is number 6. Yes, sir. Shaq is also my number 6. You have to put Shaq in the top 10. 4-time NBA champion. 3-time finals MVP. The most dominated player in NBA history. Shaq would literally be in the top 3 if he was able to shoot 2 free throws in a row. Imagine if a center like him was able to shoot jump shots or shoot 2 free throws in a row. We all know Shaq sucks at making free throws. But I can't hate on Shaq. That's my nigga right there. He's definitely my number 6. You got to put Shaq in the top 10, man. This is my favorite center right here. Shaq passed his prime when he left the Lakers and took his talents to South Beach. And I love Shaq. But Shaq was in his prime between 92 and 04. He passed his prime when he joined the Miami Heat, but he did win a championship for them. It's good to see Shaq in the top 10, number 6. Now we get to the top 5. The Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant, is number 5. I know a lot of people said that Kobe's not a top 5. That's their opinion, and I respect that. But to me, he's a top 5 player. Rest in peace, Kobe, Gigi, and those 7 passengers, man. I still can't believe that shit happened. That reminds me of Aaliyah and those 8 other people dying in that plane crash in the Bahamas. And nearly a decade later, that same thing happened to Kobe, Gigi, and those 7 passengers. 5-time NBA champion, 2-time finals MVP, 18-time All-Star, 9 All-Defensive First Team selection. Played with the Lakers through his 20-year career. Kobe has to be in the top 5, definitely, or even in the top 3. R.I.P. Kobe, man. And the Kobe Shaq era was phenomenal. His mama mentality lives on. Rest in peace to Kobe. Who's number 4? Whoa, 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 it's Magic. You know. Magic Johnson is number 4. Magic Johnson is definitely a top 5 NBA player. This is the greatest point guard of all time. Five-time NBA champion. Yep, 5-time NBA champion. 3 MVPs, 9-time All NBA first team selections. It's good to see Magic Johnson in the top 5. I'm guessing Kareem is number 3. It's time for the top 3. It's Kareem. Yes, sir. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is number 3. 6-time NBA champion right here. 19 All-Star. Who finished 15 times. Who 15 times finished in the top 5 of the MVP voting. It's good to see that Kareem is in the top 3. But he's number 4 in my list. And now it's time for number 2. I believe y'all should know who number 2 is. Yeah, I figured LeBron was going to be high on this list, which I don't mind. LeBron is number 2. 4-time NBA champion. Surpassed Kareem's scoring of 40,000 points, and he's still going. He's almost 40 years old. A lot of people thought LeBron was going to be number 1. Oh, no. He's not above the next player that's number 1. LeBron is definitely a top 3 player. I know a lot of people hate this guy. And yes, he's also another overrated player. But you can't deny that this man, he came out of high school and scored 20 points his very first game. LeBron is still going. A lot of people thought he would be number 1. I'm not mad that he's number 2. I ain't even got to ask y'all who would be your number 1. Let's get to number 1. Y'all should probably know who the hell number 1 is. Michael Jordan is number 1. Congratulations, MJ. You deserve the number 1 spot. 6-time Finals MVP, 6-time NBA champion. Never went to Game 7 when he went to the Finals 6 times. He never went to Game 7. He would always win in Game 5 or 6. MJ is without a doubt the GOAT NBA player. Congrats to MJ being number 1. And that's it for the list.